being kind, that is what we all need. Let's unlearn things which is not needed and keep things which is very important. That's how we live life, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing that I want to share.
Welcome back to Life 101. Today I have Mayang with me. We all know him as the entertainer when it comes to social media and as a content creator. But today I have a conversation genuine with him and try to understand him in a personal level. Stay tuned to know more. Hi, thank you so much, Imkong, for accepting my invite and being a part of today's podcast.
No, thank you so much for inviting me and just having me. I feel so good and excited about this one.
I am so
Thank you,
excited as
Neha.
well for today's conversation because your video is something that I have been looking at because when I was in Gurgaon and I used to be very stressed from work. So in the evening, me and my friend who is from Manipur will just look at your video and we'll just appreciate your innocence, and it was funny, it's such a good stress buster. Now, how did you start all this?
Okay, first of all, I'm glad that you and your friend enjoyed my videos, the little things that I do on the internet. First of all, thank you. How did I started and why did I started? Back in 2019, I think that time though in Nagaland there was not so many content creators,
Yeah, yeah.
honestly, and I also just bought a new phone and I was there and I always wanted to be in entertainment industry,
Hmm.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I discovered YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried researching for 2 to 3 months about how to become a YouTuber,
Hmm.
how to earn money from there, how to
Mm-hmm.
edit videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I started.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing why I started is because I think something was missing in my life. And when I found YouTube and when I started making videos, even though those videos were very raw and very, childish type,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it completed my life and I feel
Mm-hmm.
so satisfying. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing, and that is one thing what keeps me going even today.
Mm-hmm.
And there are days when I want to give up, but I think now if I stop making videos, then I think something will be missing in my life, and I don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this internet and making is something that completes me, and yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's how I started, and that is how I'm moving forward as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also I feel like you rightly said, it was something that that missing part that you found in internet and making this
Yeah,
content. It's so important that you fill this void in your life. Some people try to fill this void through relationships, through their job, and I feel like the best way is when you can fill that void through your job because you love what you're doing, right? I
yeah.
mean, I feel like even a small content that you make that makes you so happy and so contented, you are like, I've done this, I've completed this shoot, and today I can sleep peacefully. Does this happen with you as well?
Of course, yeah. Sometimes you think about a video content
Hmm.
and, finally you are able to execute that
Hmm.
and, edit those videos and upload.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter, okay? Or sometimes, cherry on the top, the response are also good.
Hmm.
Then you go to bed, like, it's very satisfying,
Hmm.
so that of course it happens to me and like it feels good, I think.
Hmm.
Also, not only that, but then back then when I started 3 years back,
Hmm.
I never thought I will earn money or
Hmm. Hmm.
just
Hmm.
enjoy making money from the things that I love doing. So
Hmm.
now that I'm making just a little money here and there,
Hmm.
that is also something like cherry on the top,
Yep. Hmm.
and it feels good. So yeah,
Hmm.
those things.
Yeah. And I'm so happy you were able to fill the void, because some people are just lost trying to find themselves and trying to find that rush that excites them. Some people,
Yeah.
even in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, they're still trying to figure things out. And I'm so
Yep.
happy you
Yep.
found it. And it's really important. And like you rightly said, when you love doing things and you have passion for it and you keep working towards that, and money will just flow in, that should be
Yeah.
secondary, but the first thing is your passion. Now,
Yep.
talking about
Yes.
something that you say that you feel like giving up. um you know I mean, what I feel like is entertainers, and especially local entertainers in Nagaland, are underrated, because whatever we see in the internet is just 1% of their life. They are here to entertain us, and
Yeah.
sometimes we forget that they are also a human being. So
Mm.
today I want to know more about you. You know who you really are as a person. If you can speak more on that.
Wow. Okay. I'm really happy that you asked that question, and I also totally agree. And I'm happy that you understand that Naga content creators are underrated.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like we put on videos on the internet and something like that, but people feel like it's just like a child's play.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
still think that. I also totally respect those sportsmen, sports women,
Hmm.
but they still feel like those are the only real
Hmm.
things that should be appreciated. I still
Hmm.
see comments, Naga people saying, this YouTuber doing whatever
Hmm.
things in on the internet. So I feel like I think we need to stop that as
Hmm.
well.
Hmm.
So yes, I feel it is very underrated.
Hmm.
um I think the real side of me, I've not
Hmm.
showcased, or I've not shown that on the internet, to
Hmm.
be honest.
Hmm.
Like, people say that I am very authentic, people say that I am very raw and real.
Hmm. Hmm.
I agree. The part of me
Hmm.
that I show on the internet is also real, of
Hmm.
to be very honest, but
Hmm.
then that is not the real me.
Yeah.
The struggle that I have every day,
Hmm.
and the emotion, the turmoil, the anxiety that I go through
Hmm.
every day, I don't showcase that on the internet,
Hmm.
because I know it is very, very sensitive. And for example, 2 weeks back, I uploaded a video on YouTube,
Hmm.
which the same video I uploaded on Instagram. So
Hmm.
on YouTube, the comment section was like filled with so many bad comments.
Hmm.
Like, I can't even imagine reading
Hmm.
those things. And it made me so bad about myself, and I question myself. So that's how, like, I feel like so terrible about myself. I
Hmm.
was having anxiety on and on for a week.
Hmm.
So those are the things, those are the parts that we don't share. And
Hmm.
but yeah, I think people need to be a little more kind and a
Hmm.
little more sensitive as well. So those
Hmm.
things, yeah.
Yeah, and I also feel like that humor, if somebody is really humorous, they have something really sensitive that they are hiding for. Is it true? I mean, are you comfortable speaking about that aspect in life?
uh, yeah, what you're saying is very
Hmm.
true. And yeah, I know I've not talked about this, but
Hmm. Hmm.
today I'm going to talk about this.
Hmm.
I made a video, recorded a video
Hmm.
2 weeks back
Hmm.
about the same topic, similar topic, how we put so much, funny videos or whatever
Hmm.
videos on the internet. But, you know, that same time when I upload the funny video, I'm
Hmm.
having breakdown. I'm having
Hmm.
anxiety, but I'm just uploading it just for the sake of uploading it. So
Hmm.
that happened to me as well.
Hmm.
Every morning I wake up, think about something that has to be funny so that I
Hmm.
can make a video, upload it. Doesn't matter if I'm having a good day or if I'm happy inside.
Hmm.
So just things happen as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I think you're very true that those humor come out from something
Hmm.
that is hiding
Hmm.
inside you. That is very true.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know, like for example, the comments, the bad comments make me very funny as well. Like in
Hmm.
a sense, those give me a little more posture
Hmm.
to something little funny, even though it
Hmm.
is hurting inside me. So
Hmm.
I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope
Yeah.
it will make sense to the people who is listening this as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be little respectful and appreciate the fact that people are making this content so that we have a smile, something to be happy
Yeah.
about throughout our
Yes.
stressful days, and which is very important because in today's day and time, we're just so lost, and videos like yours, content like yours makes us feel a little bit human like. I mean, it's really important, and I think it's high time that our youths understands that if you do not have something good to say, just don't say anything. Because for us, we might just say a word that is harsh and carry on, but for somebody else, it might leave a scar forever. And it's so sad to
Yeah.
see this, but we have become so insensitive. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, how has the troll taken, um, you know, a negative aspect in your life? How has it affected you? Because people should know this. It's easy to write and go, but it's people should know how it feels like. When that person is getting so much of negative comments. It's really important that people
Yes.
understand.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Very true. People should know this, and um you know what? Every one of us, we normalize negative comments,
Mm.
writing negative comments become normal. And
Mm.
for example, content creator, when we give back and reply, respond or react to
Mm.
that, that becomes not normal.
Mm.
People saying that, why are you replying to those people? Or why
Mm.
are you responding? They are
Mm.
just, let it be. So in one way, we give them right and we make it normal to
Mm.
write negative comments
Mm.
or very harsh things. Okay, so yeah, and the effect of negative comments, trolls. So around the beginning of 2021, that was last
Mm.
year,
Mm.
I was having like huge mental health problem, and I was
Mm.
having time to time, anxiety.
Mm.
I think depression was also there. I don't
Mm.
know, I can't say it because
Mm.
I'm not, there's no proof that
Yeah.
because I've never undergone therapy, something like
Mm.
that.
Mm.
But
Mm.
because of the, huge negative comments and
Mm.
trolls that I receive on
Mm.
daily basis,
Mm.
just because I was myself, just
Mm.
because I show the real side of me,
Yeah.
it really like shattered me. It
Mm.
really, I don't know, somewhere demotivated me as well to make
Mm.
videos time to
Mm.
time.
Mm.
That's how it affects.
Yeah.
And honestly, because of those things, I also stopped talking with my friends because
Mm.
I was
Mm.
always in the, I
Mm.
was always moody or just something
Sad.
like that.
Mm.
So
Mm. Mm.
yeah, so because of the, comments, or because of those few negative comments
Mm.
on the internet that you see, that you
Mm.
receive, it
Mm.
also affect the offline world, offline life of
Mm.
yours.
Mm.
And that is so dangerous, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and even I was saying last week, after uploading 2 3 videos on YouTube,
Mm.
it's, I don't know, I just can't describe. It's just making me so frustrating as well
Mm.
sometimes. But people should know, especially our Naga people,
Mm.
for example, I receive negative comments only from our own people,
Mm.
and it
Mm.
it melts my heart. It
Mm.
pains me from deep inside because
Mm.
it's our own people who hate
Mm.
you, who is just hating you. It's so frustrating. It's very
Mm.
important, which is why I'm saying it's very important to be kind,
Mm.
understand, and respect every occupation, every job,
Mm.
or everything that people do.
Yeah. Yeah, so true. It's really important that, I mean, gone are the days we're not in the 80s or in the 90s that there is one profession which should be respected. I mean, now the world has evolved so much. And it's very important for us to keep a safe space around us. I mean, if you
Yeah.
don't like a content, just ignore it. Nobody is
Skip
forcing
it.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
I always
yeah.
say,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I always say, please unfollow me, block me, or
Mm,
unsubscribe my channel because
mm,
I don't force people to watch my videos.
mm.
So, something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So true. And I also feel um, like, I said, celebrities outside are, worshipped to that level, but it's
Yeah,
also high time that we, respect our local celebrities, our local content creators, because they are putting in so much effort. We just see a few 1 minute or 2 minute video, but the
mm,
process of a person thinking about how to create content, like you see it, sometimes you're just crying, but then in the video you're laughing and trying to make others feel happy,
yeah,
just because we are missing that happiness in our life. We try to give back to people, and it's so important people
yes,
understand this. It's so sad, like I'm repeating this, but it's so sad to see that our people are not being empathetic. So it will be so beautiful if we have support system around us, right? Like,
yes,
constructing feedbacks are something which is different, but negativity or trolling or internet
it's
bullying is
different.
something that
Yeah,
we should ignore. It's really
yes,
sad, and I on
yeah,
behalf of all the people would like to say sorry for things that you have been through. And it's important that we have conversations like this. People should hear
yes.
all this, because everybody goes through
Mm,
this, but nobody speaks about it. And my
nobody
podcast is all
speaks.
about bringing those conversation in life, and people see, because
Yeah,
bahar bahar de sundar hoina bitor de, if we are shallow, it's very difficult to move forward.
very difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So how is there a support system that you have around that helps you keep going? Your family, your friends, talking about the positive aspect.
I'm also very happy to talk about the positive side because
Hmm.
I think when we talk about the negative side, we often forget the positive aspect as well.
Hmm.
So, yeah, um, starting from my friends, okay,
Hmm.
here in college, my friends are pretty supportive.
Hmm.
Some they might not be very active on social media, but they are
Hmm.
very supportive of what I'm doing,
Hmm.
and I really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful to have them.
Hmm.
And some they might not like me, they might not like
Hmm.
my content.
Hmm.
Doesn't make it's okay.
Hmm.
I don't have any problem with that because we also don't like everybody in this world,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So, but there are some close friends who really, appreciate my content. He
Hmm.
supports and also give ideas about my next video content. So that is awesome. I sometimes talk with my roommate or some close friends of how negative comments is affecting my life or how
Hmm.
this, funny comments make me laugh the day. So that's how it is.
Hmm.
And my brother is quite supportive, but he
Hmm.
don't come to the public and
Yeah.
support, but
Yeah.
he's supportive.
Hmm.
He is very introvert, okay?
Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
not like me. We are very
Hmm.
different, but he is
Hmm.
very supportive, and I'm so grateful to
Hmm.
have him. My parents, they don't have like phone. I mean the phone in the sense YouTube
Hmm. Hmm.
availability phone.
Hmm.
They just had this habit when I started my YouTube channel.
Hmm.
So he had no idea what I was doing on the internet 3 years
Hmm.
back. But
Hmm.
now they have a phone that is YouTube accessible.
Hmm.
So he watch my videos and or sometimes he asks my brother to go to my channel and open a video of mine, something like
Hmm.
that. So those things quite supportive.
Hmm.
And also, yeah, I hope those support system will always be there.
Yeah. And right now we're having internet issue because of the places that we are in, but I feel like I'm just going forward, because this is a conversation that is very near to my heart. And
Yeah,
people, I always think that we should always respect the other being. And when I say that, you do not have to love everyone. Like you said, you might dislike some qualities of others, but it's so important to be kind, because sometimes you never know what that person is going through. Now when I say this, I don't mean that they
yeah.
should write good things about, if they don't even like the content. Like I said, constructive
Mm,
feedbacks can come.
mm, mm.
But if you do not like a
Yep, yep,
content,
yep.
there are so many contents in the internet, just skip. you know, you're also helping
Yeah.
both the parties. So
Yeah.
yeah, is there anything that you would want to share to the youth that you have never said from your heart, that just a message that you would pass on?
Yeah, I think somewhere I talk about this once as well, but then,
Mm,
I want to talk about this here as well. That,
mm,
for example, I may
mm,
not be in your traditional perception or the,
mm,
box of being what a man should be.
mm,
I am a very different human being,
mm,
man, that what you have perceived,
mm,
but people keep on commenting every day,
mm,
saying that, oh, you try like this way so that it will be little manly, little more manly,
mm,
or you just talk that way so that it will be, it sound
mm,
manly, your voice is very feminine, so don't talk, little something
mm,
like that. Those
mm,
comments, I just don't like it. I
mm,
really don't like it, and I'm just so fed up of that for hearing that from the day I start my YouTube channel. Okay,
mm,
on the
mm,
internet, I'm talking about I receive on the internet because from the very childhood days till now, I still face those things,
mm,
which I never talk about.
mm,
People would just casually comment that, oh, you have put on so much weight, you have to lose weight,
mm,
or you will be that person, that kind of person, so you
mm,
start losing weight. Like,
mm,
we are not stealing anybody's food or in eating and
mm,
something like that. So just my mantra is be happy, be kind to everybody that you see. Number one,
mm,
you don't need to love everybody, you don't need to like everybody. I honestly saying I don't like everybody that I see. So yeah, even the people that I follow on Instagram also, like,
mm,
I have muted or blocked some people because I just don't like them.
mm,
Honestly, I
mm,
just don't like their content.
mm,
So I do that. I think people should also practice that.
mm,
So
mm.
yes,
Yeah.
just
Mm,
casually commenting on somebody's personality, somebody's
mm,
body, or
mm,
the way they walk or talk. I think we need to
mm,
stop that. Nagas have a
mm,
very bad habit of doing that, and
mm,
we think that it is quite normal. It
mm,
is not.
mm. No, I can totally relate to, because I have thyroid, okay, and because of thyroid, my weight fluctuates, and it's not in my hand, right? So I
Yeah.
got through that a lot,
Yeah.
and I have made peace with myself. And when I make peace with myself, if even if somebody says, I'm like, yeah, go to bed, say so, I'm eating a lot, I just say that way.
Yeah.
But there are people who are really insecure, you we should
Yeah.
understand, and it's not okay to point out those insecurities. Everybody has faults,
Mm. Mm.
but it's important to see at the positive side. And
Yeah.
who decide how a man should behave or a woman should behave, like,
Yeah. Very
it's
true.
just, yeah, it's just something that's this that people had formed, and we have to unlearn few things, you know um
Yeah. Yeah.
if everybody were to look the same way, dress the same way, sit the same way, how will the world be beautiful, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It
Universe.
would be very
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, universally, everybody is different. We look different,
Yep.
we speak different, so it's the beauty of the world, and we have to
Yes.
accept it. um you know
Yep.
if you do not like the way that somebody is, don't talk to them, it's fine.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself, and maybe
Yeah.
work on yourself if you don't like that way.
Mm.
But you can't tell somebody that don't speak that way, don't sit that way, you can't do this, you can't do that.
No.
I mean, it's wrong, and it's a fault. It's the false perception that we have. Even our parents, I feel
Yes.
like, even
Yeah.
our parents, because we are all individual human being, and after we become an
Mm.
adult, even our parents give us this privacy, right, about finding
Yeah.
ourselves. And it's so sad, but we have to understand all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. And
I
talking
just
about,
want to
yeah.
say, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, please
I
go.
just want to say
Mm,
to the youth or
mm,
anybody watching this, listening to this, if one day you want to start a YouTube channel, start
yeah.
open, do whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
If you're not hurting anyone
Mm,
by those, just do it. If you
yeah.
want to start making reels on the internet, dance on the internet, making
Mm,
reels, do it,
Mm. Yeah.
start, just do whatever you love.
Mm.
That's at the end of the day, it's just about mental peace and what your heart really wants and
Mm.
what you're happy about.
So true, so true. It is so important. Many of our talents or many of our dreams are being crushed because we are so scared to speak up, because people
Yeah.
stereotype so much. So like I said, it's very important for us to create a safe space because there's so many
Mm,
pressure that everybody is going through, right? Maybe
yeah.
it's environmental, social stress, personal stress, relationship stress. But when we have people to speak to, people who do not judge, it's just so easy for everyone. I mean, but I'm so
Yeah.
happy talking about all this, which is important. But there are people who supports you. Like there are people like me. There are people like your friends. There are people like your brother.
Yep.
There are people like your family. So that's a positive aspect that people are there who
Yes.
understands. So it's so
Mm,
good. And how do you feel when people
yeah.
support you and be there for you?
Okay. For example, if I'm walking on the street of Mogokchung and somebody come up to me and say, "Oh, I love your videos on YouTube and I really enjoy it." Even my mother is enjoying, my father is enjoying. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
My heart.
Mm.
It's just at the end of the day, that's what I do for. I'm
Mm.
happy and people are also happy.
Mm.
So yeah, I forgot to mention about how the positive message and
Mm.
comments that I also received so much
Mm.
from people different part of Nagaland, or I'm so happy and grateful
Mm.
of whoever is supporting me till now.
Mm. 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 And yeah, thank you so much for bringing your heart out there, because not many people are comfortable showing that side, but it is also very important for people to understand. you know and
Yeah,
sometimes I feel like people who are giving you negative comments, they are also going through a lot. I feel like that, and this is all happening because we do not have support system around us. We do not
yeah,
have people to speak to, and maybe we
mm,
are accumulating that negativity, and sometimes it goes out in the
yeah,
form of negative comments or hatred. Maybe they don't mean it, but it's important for people to
yep,
understand that it's not okay. If you want to speak to somebody, speak at that point of time, release the stress, then endure. If you accumulate it and write all those negative comments, or you are internet
mm,
bullying people, and bullying is so bad. It has so
yep,
much of negative aspects in people's life. um I mean, it's such an important topic that we're discussing today. Is there anything
mm.
that you would want to add on?
I don't know. I've mentioned this in the first part, but
Mm,
also just one thing. Let's not normalize bullying
mm,
someone on the internet.
mm,
Okay?
mm,
Because when we bully someone outside of the online world, I
mm,
mean, in the offline world,
mm,
we say, oh, that's a very wrong thing. We should
mm,
not do like that. So,
mm,
why do we normalize and why should we normalize bullying on the internet?
mm,
Okay.
mm,
And I don't know, just the one single word or sentence of yours, you never know. It's just
mm,
as you have mentioned, it will bring scars and
mm,
just damage to someone else's mental well-being.
mm.
So, yeah, just like that.
And apart from all these negative aspects, what are the positive things? What makes you happy, and what makes you so motivated to create more contents?
Okay. Just the zeal to do something
Hmm.
new every
Hmm.
morning. That's
Hmm.
one thing that keeps me going.
Hmm.
Also, when I upload a video and when I see so many views or shares, of course,
Hmm.
that also motivates me to do
Hmm.
more,
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, social media number game is
Hmm.
also, there. And even though we say that we don't focus there,
Hmm.
that is also one thing. So it motivates me.
Hmm.
And the personal message people send to me and
Hmm.
those things,
Hmm.
that really motivate me.
Hmm.
One day I met a mother, okay? She was
Hmm.
around 50 to 60 years.
Hmm.
um in the Strait of Mokokchung, she come up to me, and she even give me money
Oh.
because she feel like I was her son. And she
Hmm.
said like, I'm so happy to see you, even
Hmm.
watching you on the
Hmm.
internet. So those are the things
Hmm.
that gives me going. There are
Hmm.
days I really want to throw up. There are days I want to just stop and disappear.
Hmm.
But those things, those people, those wonderful message, sweet message gives me going.
Hmm.
And yeah, I hope I will continue this till the last breath of my life.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that you found your purpose, and it's so important. Like I told you, there will be negative aspect because we are first generation of content creators. So people are
Yeah.
yeah, people are still adapting to it maybe, but it's
Yes.
people like you who are making it. You are taking the first step and taking all the harsh reality, and it's you are just making it easier for people to come up more and create content because um like you say, do whatever you want makes you happy. If you want to
Mm.
make a reel, make it. But sometimes even if you want to make a reel, you think about even if you want to make it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it's important that we have a positive aspect to it also. And I am really thankful that you guys are there creating content and making life at least easier for us. And like the mother that you say, it came to you and appreciated the fact, maybe slowly people will recognize that content creation is a real job. Sometimes people
Yeah.
don't take it as a real job, but it is a real job, it is a profession, and it demands respect.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so true. Yeah, it was such a lovely conversation that we had, and I think that it is an important message that will be going out to our youths. Is there something that you would want to say at the end before we finish and wrap up the podcast?
Um, I just want to say to the youth or anyone watching this that
Mm,
it's very important to love ourselves. I'm also
mm,
learning each and every single day to love myself
mm,
and to know myself.
mm,
So know yourself, love yourself, and just do things what your heart really wants.
mm,
And yeah, those things also, uh, we never know what the consequences of that one single word that we write on the someone post or the video. So we
mm,
should be very careful and be very sensitive and be kind.
mm. Yeah.
And as I've mentioned earlier, we don't need to like everybody that we meet every day.
Mm,
We don't need
mm,
to. But being kind, that is what we
mm,
all need. Let's unlearn things which is not needed and keep things which is very important. That's
mm.
how we live life, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
that's the thing that I want to share.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was such a meaningful conversation, and I believe that people, whoever is listening to us, can take away a little bit of the conversation that we had. And like you rightly said, it is very important for us to learn to unlearn, because it is very important that we sometimes let go of few things from the past. That's how people
Yeah.
grow. That's how
Mm,
people develop, and even that's how the world develops and it grows. It learns from
yes.
its past. You have to adapt to changes, and it's
Mm,
important.
yeah.
So thank you so much, despite of all the internet hurdles that we had. I mean, it was such a meaningful conversation. Thank you so much, and yeah, keep entertaining, keep doing what you're doing. People
Yeah.
who love you will love you, and I we can just hope that the world becomes a little bit more positive, and eventually it will.
I really hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was such a wonderful time having this good conversation, important
Mm.
conversation. So yeah, thank you so much for giving me this platform to talk about this, Neha. And I only wish the
Mm.
best for your podcast, for whatever you do in life, and just do whatever you want. What makes you happy, do it.
Mm. Thank you.